Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Marino. Alright, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself to figure out a good pose for him. And then I'll start off with a Sharpie. So don't worry about it if you can't see this. This is mostly for me, just trying to figure out a good pose for old Marino. Because I need to make sure I get him in the right place so you can see everything and think of something fun to do with him, you know? Because, let's see, how about, because I want it to be fun. I want you guys to enjoy drawing these. So I got to think of something good to do. So how about the old sup bruh, peace fingers, you know? Let's see. All right, I think that'll work. I'm just kind of, because I try to do something different every time, it's kind of new every time, you know? So I just got to make sure that I put everything in a good enough place that it looks good. Or looks good enough, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because, you know, these are always different. And, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this is how I draw. And that's the fun of it, is I get to do whatever I want because this is my drawing, you know? Alright, so his shoulder's going to be a little bit up because his arm is up. And that should take care of that pose. So now I just need to make sure I add all the little things. He's got a lot of detail on him. So I got to make sure I add all of them so I don't forget anything. So let's see, there's a pocket over here. He's got everything. This guy's got quite a lot. He's got the what do you call it? The knee pads, the shin protectors, and everything on both sides. A lot of the characters pretty much just have it on one side, but this one doesn't. This one's got everything. So I got to make sure that I leave room for it and get it all in there. And so that's also kind of the challenge, is I gotta think of a pose and think of the perspective of everything that's in here. God, he's got a lot of straps. Woo, that's the challenge. That's why we're here, right? Because we're drawing the fun of it, is he's got a whole bunch of stuff. We got to make sure we get it all in there. Okay, so he's also got details in his shirt that I'm not going to worry about because I'm going to take care of that with color. And I think I'm going to take it easy on myself over on this side and just make him have a fist, you know. Okay. Let's see, gloves and that. Ooh, so see, this is why you do sketches, because I realize I made this foot way too high. So I'm going to extend it out just a little bit. Like that. And that'll balance it out, because I had it way up there, and I kind of want to make them the same. So anyway, that's what sketches are good for, to make sure that you have everything you want, need, and like to draw. And don't forget anything. Okay, same thing. He's got stubble, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm going to take care of that with coloring. I just got to make sure I get all the other stuff in here for us, for our inking session. All right, and I think I'm about done. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go ahead and move over to ink. So I'm going to switch over to Sharpies. You're welcome to use a pencil or use a Sharpie as well. I'm going to start off with the Sharpie pen because it's a little bit thinner, just so I can get some certain detail in here. So I'm going to start off with his glasses, and that's what the sketch is for, to tell me where all this stuff is going to be, and then I can kind of build off of that. And for right now, he's got kind of just frames, because again, I'm going to color it in to take care of the rest of that, or to give it that extra detail, you know. So that means I can have a little fun with everything else. I'm not going to go too crazy with the detail in his face, because this is such a small drawing that I can't go too crazy, you know, because you'll put too much in. So I'm just going to add a few of the details like this. And I'm going to try to do it real quick with just this fine Sharpie, because the other Sharpie is way too big. And this will help me define a few things that the big Sharpie can't. Okay. Oh, you know what? We need to make those glasses connect behind his head, or behind his ear. I don't like the way that one's up around, so I'm just going to kind of define it just a little bit more. There, much better for me. I'm happier with that. Okay, so let's add the top of his head. And I think I've done enough that I want to do with the fine Sharpie. The rest I can do with the big fat Sharpie. And I'm going to thicken up some of these edges, because when I add this other Sharpie, you're going to see how much thicker it is. All right, so let's finish up his hat. His little cool guy hat. And see how much thicker that is? That's why, compared to like these kind of lines, that's why I was trying to go with that other part first, to kind of define a finer detail that I can't do with this Sharpie. Okay, so I'm going to go to the top of his head. Okay, that'll take care of his hat. So now we can draw the rest of him. And so he's got his collar here. And this arm's going to be up, because he's kind of, again, giving the hey, what's up, peace sign. Sup, bro? It's basically what he's doing. So let's not worry about too much about the detail of his shirt, because there is a lot of detail, but I'm going to take care of that with coloring. So for now, I'm just going to do the outline. So because this arm is up, I'm going to raise his shoulder up just a little bit. It's just a little bit higher than that one, because that's how your body works. So that means I'll do this one lower. And I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about, how it's kind of up. So I like to draw the things in front first. So I'm going to draw the hand, and then I can build up what's back behind it. So the hand I know is going to be here. So I'm going to draw the back of the hand to the pinky, like that. I could draw the other finger like this. Draw the meat of the hand right there. And then draw these other fingers up. Again, in the whole peace sign, like that. And then draw his thumb like this. And so I'm just going to kind of close it off, because it's, you know, the fingerless gloves. And it's good enough, you know, that'll work. And let's finish up the rest of his glove here. And I can draw his forearm like this. And it's in front, so we'll go ahead and draw the whole thing connected, you know. So that means I can draw the bottom of his arm like this, and then his shirt sleeve like this, which is going to be in front like that. So see how we kind of got away with drawing the stuff in front first, and then everything else back behind it, and build off of that. So that means we're going to draw this like it's a belt, but I almost think it's like a walkie-talkie belt, you know, because this container because it's so wide. That's what I like to call it. So now I can build off of this. So I'm going to draw his chest here like that, and I can draw the rest of his arm here. And you know what? It might go back behind his pants. So let's wait on that arm. Let's draw the rest of his body. So I'm going to draw his high pants up here like this, and it's basically the whole 2-belt thing. He's got one belt to hold up his pants, one belt to hold up his walkie-talkie, I guess. I don't know what that is. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay, there's the first belt, and then we can do the next belt like this, and his pants, holding up his belt like that. And so now I'm going to draw his legs. So he's got he's got those cargo pants type kind of thing, but it's also it's a cargo pant pocket basically is what I'm trying to say. But he's got straps holding it on too. So this crotch is going to be right there. So we're going to add a couple of straps holding it in. Oops, I kind of went over, but that's okay. No big deal. This is how I draw. You draw how you draw. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to draw his pants like that, and I'm going to go ahead and finish his leg down to here, because again, he's got everything. You know, he's got the knee pads, and I guess we'll do the other side too, all at the same time. So this is going to kind of go like that and connect, and that's the knee pad, right? So we'll do the same thing over here. So he's got his legs to the knee pad. Then we're going to draw the knee pad. Okay, which again connects like that. And then we can draw the other part of the leg. And this is why I wanted to draw it first, because see how it's kind of in front of that hand? That's going to give us definition of where we're going to put things, okay? So, I'll tell you what, before we go any further here, let's go ahead and finish up this arm so we can just work our way down. So, let's draw the arm to the bicep, to the forearm, and we're going to stop right about there because that's where his little glove protector thing is. And draw the other part of the back part of the arm. So I can draw his little glove protectors thing, communicator, like that. And that'll help us define his wrist. So now I'm going to kind of just do this for the thumb or the hand, because he's going to have it in a fist back behind him. And so see, we kind of got away with that. And we're done with that. Super simple, super easy. So let's finish off his legs. So he's got shin protectors on each one. And because I've sketched it out, I kind of know where it's going to be. And I can just bring it down here like this. Bring the pants in like that. And just draw something like this. Because they're, big and bulky, we're just going to kind of do something like this. And he's got those other straps holding it on. And so his pants are kind of coming out like that. And that's where his boot is. So see, the pants are over the boot. And that's kind of why I was drawing that. So I'm going to draw down to the heel, and that'll let us do it over here on the other side too. So here, I'm going to come down. I'm going to do the top of the shin protector like that, like we did on this side. And we're going to come in like this. I'm going to strap it on like that. Strap here, strap there. And same thing, we're going to do the pants out into the boot, then the boot, and then the heel like that. So now let's do the top of the shoes to the toe. We'll do this one over here too. Not as far out. And then we're going to do the bottom of the foot like this. Bottom of the foot like this. And then just draw the little jagged tread. God, I can't think of words right now. And I'm just doing something like this. Doesn't have to be exact. Doesn't have to be specific, I'm just kind of doing something like that. So that'll let us define the shoes, basically, and then coloring will take care of the rest. So I'm just going to add a few little lines in here for his pants, like that, just to show that there's creases and folds in them, like that. And I just like doing stuff like this just because it shows that this is material. You know, this is a hard-edged, let's add that. This is a hard-edged shin protector, and this is a material. This is a material. Just to show that there's creases and folds. And we'll do this and lines, you know. So something like this. You don't have to do this. I like doing it just to define a few things and give it my own style. So I'm going to take care of coloring with the rest. So that is merino. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.